So, I mentioned that I ordered a Arthur Wright and Son knife from the United Kingdom before I realized that there was, in fact, a dealer that I could order from in the United States and get it for less money and, of course, quicker. And once again, that dealer is James and Company over on allaboutpocketknives.com. He's got a few different offerings for these Arthur Wright and Son knives. Go over and check that out. Pretty much, if you live in the United States and you're looking for one of these Sheffield-made Arthur Wright and Son knives. But before I knew about that, I went and ordered this rosewood Arthur Wright Barlow from a dealer in the United Kingdom at like 2 in the morning. And I tried to use my debit card at first because I didn't think about it for whatever reason. But of course, that got declined because why am I trying to buy something in the United Kingdom at 2 in the morning when I live in Pennsylvania? So after I thought about that, it's like, well, that was dumb. So I used PayPal and that worked, obviously. Um, and it only took like 2.5 weeks to get here, something like that. I was pretty impressed by how fast it got here. And it's a neat little knife. It's the same It's the same handle material and everything as my eBay Barlow. This one is noticeably a little different. Of course, it's got a tip on it. My one from eBay didn't originally have a tip on it. The finger, not the finger, the nail neck is a little different. Um, and I think the handles are a little fatter, which is nice. Feels good in your hand. Um, Also, the rosewood on this one is way prettier looking. I have to say, I really like the wood on this one. Um, Action on this one, very good. Maybe a little lighter than my eBay one, which isn't horrible because the eBay one, when I first got it, I had to grip it with my fingers halfway through to pull it the rest of the way open. Um, but I certainly do like these very pointy clip point blades. Um, but yeah, I bought this just to have one that was new to compare to my eBay one here. Of course, my eBay one has been since modified. I did this with a wood burning tool just to make it be different. But this rosewood is noticeably darker than this rosewood. And I don't know if that's just because of age or what. Like I said, I did buy this off of eBay. And I believe somebody used it at some point because the tip had been broken off. Hence, the little like turn down there because I ground it to have a point. Since this knife wasn't already perfect, I went ahead and modified it further because I thought this would be kind of neat. And I do think it looks pretty cool. But I've been carrying this the past few days and enjoying it and everything. It's about the perfect size for a pocket knife that you're not using like really hard. Of course, you could use it pretty hard. That's what the Barlow was originally kind of for. But anyway, just kind of comparing it here. I think the new one, I think is just a little bit fatter handle. It's gonna be hard to show, but I believe it certainly feels like it's a little bit fatter. I'm trying to do this without cutting myself. Wish me luck. Um, I'm not even going to show it, but it feels like it's a little bit fatter. Um, like I said, the rosewood is a lot lighter. Um, the action on this one's good too. Let me the eBay one here. It really snaps closed. I can just about get it open with my finger the whole way. Let me see if I can do that. I can now. But when I first got it, I had to kind of pinch it the rest of the way open, like I get it to there and then pinch it the rest of the way open. It has since lightened up a little bit as I've been opening and closing it, using it to cut things and all that. The fit and finish on this eBay one isn't that great. You can see there's a gap there. There's a gap here. So it's not perfect. I mean, the knife's not falling apart or anything, so I'm not that worried about it. No blade play. And this C75 carbon steel takes one heck of an edge. You can maybe see that I have some patina on there. My light kind of makes it hard to tell, but there is some patina on that blade. Cutting some strawberries and stuff with it. But that's my eBay Barlow. And I kind of just wanted to compare it to the new one. So obviously the new one's way prettier looking. It has a tip, which is nice. A tip on a blade is always nice, especially on a clip point where it's supposed to have a pointy point. But the fit and finish on this one is way better than it was on my eBay one. But like I said, I don't know when the eBay one's from. I don't know if anybody ever carried it. So it's not really right to, blame Arthur Wright and Son for that knife because that knife lived a life before I got it. Whereas this one's new. And the other three? No, the other two that I showed are new. The lamb's foot one may not be new, but I'm not sure. The blade centering on this one is off. I think the blade may be resting against the liner there. But I believe I've talked about this with the um, French Alpine knife that I had. Um, the blade rests against the liner. But the whole thing is like when you're using the knife and carrying the knife, opening and closing it to cut things, you don't notice that the blade's up against the liner. So just for like a fairly affordable knife like this, where like I said, you can get these rosewood ones for like $30 over on allaboutpocketknives.com with the James and Company dealer over there. You can get them for about $30, and then of course you got to pay shipping. But like $30 knife, maybe by the time you pay shipping, $40 knife. Um, I wouldn't worry too much about it. I mean, the knife's not going to fall apart or anything. I'm sure if you take care of it, it will outlive you. Um, but I really do like these Arthur Wright and Son knives. Um, they're a good example of what a pocket knife ultimately should be, which is just a tool that's put together well for cutting things. The blade on this is, I think it's around what, 2.5. It's a little over 2.5. The cutting edge is about 2.5. It looks like, but the blade itself is like, I don't know, 2 3/4, something like that, just under 3 inches, pretty much. So of course legal to carry over in the United Kingdom where these are made. So you don't got to worry about that. But anyway, just figured I would show a new example of the Arthur Wright and Son Barlow and Rosewood and compare it to the one that I bought off of eBay that started this fascination with these Arthur Wright and Son knives. But that's going to be it for this video. I will see you guys in the next one, and I hope you have a good day.